Hi, I'm Simon Williams and today I'm going to show you how to cook a traditional Friday night Jewish meal. First thing to do is probably to show you how to make chopped liver. Fresh ox livers, which will need to be koshered. Put it under a hot grill, but we need to salt it very, very heavily, which will draw out all the blood. It's part of the laws of kashrut, and in our religion there are very specific things that we need to do to fish, meat, chicken, etc. before we eat it. We can only eat animals that have a cloven hoof and chew the cuds and regurgitate the food. So an example of that is a cow, whereas we can't eat pig. Into the grill. The other ingredients for chopped liver are just a chopped onion and then a couple of hard-boiled eggs. Literally, this is all just going to go into a modern magic mix. Salt and pepper. Friday night was always an important kind of weekly Jewish event, really. It was exciting, and I think that's just something I've always held on to be honest. I know my wife would say that I spend most of my life talking about food, and I do. I'm always thinking about the next meal. A lot of the traditional food that I've picked up from my family is from sort of Eastern Europe and Russia. Almost all the ingredients are in here now. There's just one more thing that needs to happen. What's this? Basically, it's simulated chicken fat. It's parav. What parav means is it's neither milk nor meat, but is a very important part of this particular dish, because it binds it together. That goes in the fridge, and that's it, it's done. Right, chicken soup. Basically, this is the way my mum used to make it, and really just a bit of barley, which goes in, and then you just need celery, carrot, onion, and chicken. Some people use whole chickens, some people use pieces of chicken, some people don't necessarily use chicken at all, they use chicken cubes. I just use chicken thighs, and I literally just put them straight in with the carrots and the onion and the celery and the barley. That's chicken soup in its cooked format, but there's a very traditional addition that we put in, which you can call them dumplings, but they're called knedlach. It's matzah meal, which is basically matzah, which is ground very, very finely, and you add an egg and a bit of salt and pepper to it, and it forms this kind of not so pleasant looking substance. And then there's something else that you also put into chicken soup that some people do, some people don't, and that's basically really thin pasta. It's called lokshen. So I just throw them in. It's magic, isn't it? I love it. It's great. I've just done some shallots and parsley in white wine, and I'm just going to put it under the skin, basically. Right, one last thing. Right, that's it, it's done. And that's it. Basically, that chicken will go in for an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. If I was to go to a traditional Friday night meal, the things that I would hope to have are, I'd hope to have chopped liver, and then I'd have chicken soup with knedels, and then roast chicken with vegetables, etc. But then dessert, the classic conversation would be, oh, what's for dessert? And then, you know, your aunt would bring out an apple pie and then the chocolate mousse, and then there'd be like stewed fruit, and then there'd be 3 or 4 other desserts come out, and it'd be like, oh my goodness, all these desserts and everything, and everybody had complained that there were so many, and then everybody had complained that they've had too much. You know, so you just can't get away from it. It's always about the food.